Hi guys, Jay here, back with another FFBE video. Let's see what news we got this week. Alright, under planned events, we got a few new units. Nameless Gunner Jake, Ozetta, Emperor Shera, and Riley. We have Camille already. She's been awakened to 6 stars. Okay, let's take a look at CG Jake. Decent stats. His ABS rings. Say enemy uses a spell that costs 60 MP on you. He absorbs 30% of that 60 MP. So, what does it do for a gunner? And the other thing is, it has a 30% chance of countering. So, I don't know. This ring doesn't seem appropriate for him, but we'll see. Okay, force change. Increase own LB gauge. Increase burst stone fill rate and change to cool force next turn. Okay, this is a pretty unique thing, I guess. With this, you can charge 20 limit burst stones. So it would take 2 turns to fill his LB gauge, and he has a pretty powerful limit burst, AoE attack. It's like a finisher. So yeah, but you're gonna have to put obviously a lot of pots into him to make him strong. But that's pretty neat. Where his main damage is gonna be his limit burst, and you can fill his LB gauge fast. What else he has? I will show you my guts. Escape death 1 time. He's not a tank. Okay, here's a thing I'm not too happy about. Light assault. He's not that powerful. Let's take a look at his skills. What is his light assault? Only does 100% AoE 6 hit and minus 50% light imperil to the enemies. 100% is pretty weak. Mind you, he has dual wield and he has a lot of passives to boost his own attack. But 100%, But in order to get last shot in Fatal Barrage, you have to use light assault first. And even his second skill isn't that strong. Well, 275% 1 hit plus ignore defense 50%. And Fatal Barrage is 200% AoE 6 hit. 8 hit, ignore defense 50%. So yeah, not that impressive. We'll have to see. Guys, let me know in the comments if you used him before, if he's any good. I'm not too sure. Okay, I'm more impressed with Emperor Shera. His TMR is not the best in the world. Boost fire resist by 20%. Boost attack when you equip with a sword. That's like, I think, was it a 30% boost? And boost HP and attack when equipped with light armor. So, yeah. His spells are pretty powerful, his attacks. I can't even say it. Euroberung. Damage and reduce fire resistance for 1 enemy. So what is it? It's 420%. Single target 8 hit and minus 60% to fire resist. That's awesome. Like the more Imperial you have, the better. And the more damage you're gonna deal to raid bosses. He also has a AoE 200% fire attack, and it lowers their AoE fire resistance by 50%. So that's great. So you're dealing fire damage, and you're reducing, and you're giving them minus 50% fire imperil. On top of that, he's strong against dragons, demons, and plants. Passive, I guess because he's a fire type, he can burn plants, and I don't know, demons don't like fire. I don't know about dragon. Another thing is, say you don't have a fire weapon, this next attack, 320% single target fire attack, and it adds fire to your attacks for 5 turns. So even if you don't have the fire katana or fire sword, you could still cast that. So yeah, Emperor Shera is looking pretty good. But he's a 5-star, so it's not going to be easy to get. You might actually want him over CG Jake. Ozera, he's a tank. I was excited at first till I saw his skills. His skills is pretty much nothing. He's just a provoke tank with a 25% damage mitigation. It's not even an AoE cover tank. Is he like he's like Kagnaxo but worse? The only thing good about him is his TMR, I guess. That's a pretty decent armor. 65 to defense and 65 to spirit. Provoke. I think if anything, you guys are more excited to get Camille. She's getting awakened to 6 stars. What's so good about her? She can chain with a bunch of people now. Say you don't have a chainer for Eileen, you need a friend unit. Or Titus. Now you don't have to bring a friend unit. Or you could bring a friend unit and Camille to do a triple chain on raid bosses. That's what I've been doing. I've been using my 2 Exvius and 1 Orlando to triple chain raid bosses to finish them in 1 turn. Now you have options. That's great. That's really good for you if you have Eileen or Titus. Now you have another chaining partner. Very good, very good. That's probably the best news about this banner. Alright, what else do we got? We got a mini event. The CG event. It's an intro quest. It's the one where it costs 1 energy to enter. You just go in and then you get to fight against this unit and use him to see what he's like. Yeah, so we got 100 lapis, rare summon ticket, some power pot, and a star quartz. We'll see if he's any good. But it's hard, like, you're just testing him against like a cactuar, so how much can you actually learn from that? Okay, I guess this is really good. It's a story event. I always like story events. I don't really go through and read everything, but I do go then to get the Gene Chris and Pure Chris that you need for Awakening, and you get around, I say 2,000 to 3,000 worth of lapis if you do all the achievements. So for the lapis and Gene Chris, it's great. These rewards are usually pretty lackluster. I just equip them on my expedition units just to give them some extra stats. Like, they're not... See, the thing is, these rewards can never be stronger than your Trustmaster rewards, right? And it's gotta be better than the ones you get from the store, so it's always somewhere in the middle. So yeah, I find that amusing. I never really use them. So yeah, we've done these a lot of times already. We're in there for the Lapis and the Gene Chris and Pure Chris. See, it's attack plus 62. Very lackluster. I mean, the crown isn't too bad. Magic and Spirit plus 20%. You could always equip it on one of your magic units. Ooh, look at this. This is a new thing. Receive a unit as an area completion reward. Cannot be obtained from the rare summon. Who could it be? It's 46 star. I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, hopefully it's a useful unit. Something we can use, or at least a good TMR that we want to invest in. Alright. And And there's Mount Gagazet Exploration. We're fighting Seymour Flux. The Simpsons ruined the name for me. Every time I say Seymour, I say Seymour Butts. But hey, it's just one of those things. Not much detail. It's not giving us any information. Very poor scouting report. He's strong against all status resistance decreases. So you can't cast statuses on him. We usually can't cast statuses on bosses anyway. Maybe it means he's immune to attack and magic break. We'll see. We'll have an actual fight, I guess. Usually when it's a straight fight, like right into the boss, is harder. But it's the exploration where you have to run through the map and then find the boss. And those are usually much easier. So I'm hoping that's the case. That's probably the case. So you want the 5% to 5% trust move goals. The ice resistance on Mystia. You never know when you're gonna fight an ice boss. I know some of you haven't beat the iceberg yet for the trial, so any additional ice resistance is good. How's it's a rod or staff? Oh, it's a staff. Magic and spirit plus 68. It's middle of the range. But again, if you don't use it, you put an expedition unit to boost some stats. It's great. And enable Fire God, Blizz God, Thunder God, and Water God. So it's good when you're doing those achievements, right? So you can just cast these. That's cool. What's left? Jill Snapper Cave. Well, it's a Jill Snapper Cave. I mean, if you're out of Jill, I'm down to 1 million Jill. I upgraded my Transterra. So, I'm running low on Jill. You need Jill for expeditions or buying stuff to spend on the expeditions. I should really jump in this weekend before I go broke. We'll see. Yeah, if you're broke, that's the best way to earn Jill. They come around every 3 to 4 weeks. We get the Jill Snapper Cave. And I guess that's it for the news. You can, it's just telling you that you can unlock a Camille to 6 stars. Now she can chain. Now my biggest question is in the news, where the heck is the raffle? I want news on the raffle. Is everyone getting something? Or is only the first 26,000 people getting it? If I can find the news somewhere, 30 million celebration. It's hard to see, huh? But if I can enlarge it. See the first place winner, 1 million Lapis. Let's say we're not going to be 1 to 30 here. We're most likely, if you're lucky, we're the 26,000 winners. We got 1,000 Lapis each. But say we're not even in that group. Do the rest of the people get anything? We'll see, man. We'll see about that. Alright guys, that's it for this week's news. Thank you for watching. If you have time, please subscribe by clicking the Riku icon on the bottom right and clicking subscribe. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll be back next week.